Hi, everyone, every one of you. Thank you. Thank you for being here at this very moment, because it's the only moment we have, right? So thank you. Thank you for being here. Not only here today, but the whole semester. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking, in the beginning, it seems you have to go along. And then all of a sudden, I think from spring break on, it just, all of a sudden, it's here, our last full class altogether for this semester. And I encourage you, if you don't come back to the class in the fall, by all means, continue in some way, shape, form, or another. Maybe explore other styles of yoga if you haven't already. And it's interesting because how we feel day by day is maybe a different style of yoga that may suit you. Yeah, so explore them all. I did give you a lot of reference in, I think, module, was it 6 deeper dives of lots of different styles of yoga. Of course, you can Google anything these days. And then, as you know, there's a lot of studios in town. It's amazing. Back in the day, there was only one, Radiance Yoga in Mission Hills, that I knew of. And now it's like, it's blossomed. Oh, blossomed. If you did read the article I sent you a while ago, where it's in your Candace program of smile, smitam in Sanskrit. The word for smile is smitam, and it means to blossom. Yeah, so you may continue to blossom in your yoga practice. That's my wish for all of you. And again, breath by breath, moment by moment, we go deeper. I practiced a little yoga before, every time before I teach. I always give myself a yoga practice. And today it was, I think it was more special for some reason. And you know why? You're gonna laugh. I'm laughing. I was breathing. I was being mindful of the moment. I noticed that, oh yeah, I was circling my thigh around as we usually have done in our class, lying down. And then I couldn't remember how it felt. And I go, oh, what? How did I not know how that felt? And I go, oh, because I was thinking of other things. So yeah, I did my left hip circle again, thigh circle around in the hip. And yeah, my hip was not happy. And I think it because I wasn't paying attention to it. I don't know. But then I realized, wow, I just did this whole hip circle thing and I didn't even know. Oh my gosh, it was maybe just by rote, my memory, and it just taught me a great lesson that I thought I'd share with you, that I do believe when we bring our mindfulness, our focus, our attention to the breath, to our bodies, how it feels, how does it feel when you stretch your leg long, whether it's before you seated or up to the sky when lying down, how does that really feel in the moment? I know in a split second, you can be thinking of many other things, and then your body, your mind, your spirit misses that moment to heal. And that's what it taught me today. Because when I do bring my awareness, feeling, breath to the place that I am moving and breathing and working with, whether it be the yoga practice or any other movement and feel, when I don't bring my awareness to it, it misses so much. So thank you for being here to bring your awareness back home to your center, to your inner being. And then when that's nourished, you can share your light with everyone in a more meaningful way. Also meaningful. Because yeah, even in your words, you can say, oh, hi to somebody, and then you can say, hi, how are you? And really mean it from your heart. And really listen. And this reminds me, yes, listening of our wonderful throat chakra is also listening and yeah, and really giving of yourself when you are making sure you are nourished and healed. So let's continue. This is our healing day. As you notice, there's a nice chair here. You can sit on the chair if you have one available to you. You can pause this recording or quick run and get yourself a chair, or you can be seated still, yeah, and adjust. But we will start on the chair. I have to gracefully get up because of my bodily issues. Isn't it nice that you can sometimes if we have something not feeling all that 100%, we can adjust and move in ways that do feel good. And that's our whole yoga practice, isn't it? You know, when we go into one posture or another, sometimes it doesn't feel good. Sometimes it feels really good. Sometimes you can go a little further and deeper. And other times, no, you got to back off. How long do you hold your postures? Well, that's very individual. As I teach and as I taught this semester, I do it in a kind of a moderate way of what feels good for me as well, and hopefully it did for you. But some students have told me that they did hold postures a little bit longer. Yes. Or you went a little slower. Yes. And then with more awareness, with more awareness of how your body is feeling at that moment, then you can adjust that even more. Maybe come out sooner. Maybe repeat a posture more than holding longer. So as we now are to our close of our semester, and even yesterday's class, I was mentioning to feel and to know so you can be your own best teacher. But it does take practice. It might just not take one semester. It might take years. It might take 5 years, maybe 10 years. And you know what? You'll still be increasing that awareness. You'll still be learning. You'll still be enriched by the practice day by day. Guaranteed or your money back. So sitting tall, whether you're on the floor or upon the chair, we breathe. Have you noticed? Yeah. The awareness of the breath is truly what this is all about. So I invite you now just to close your eyes gently or soft focus. Placing your hands where they feel comfortable, maybe palms up or palms down. Thumbs united here. Yeah, that's a very meditative mudra, if you wish to call it. Yeah, so we breathe. If you're seated in the chair, your feet are to the earth, or maybe you choose to lie down, knees bent. Yeah, feet to the earth, tailbone, your root chakra, grounding. Earthing, there's even an expression now called earthing. Yeah, connecting to the energy of the earth. Crown reaching higher to the sky. Oh, did you feel that opposite line of energy just opens up each vertebra? So beautifully, our breath now can be more full and deep. 3-part breath, the diaphragmatic breath. Feel your inhale expanding low, middle, upper. A gentle pause. And the exhale, whether it's out to the nose or out to the mouth. Just letting any tension go now. Let it go. As simple as it sounds, yes, let it go. Whatever it is, whatever is causing you angst or stress, let it go. And breathe in the new life force energy that nurtures and heals. Maybe visualizing it going all the way up to the crown and then some. And the exhale, floating back down, cleansing, clearing. Another layer of tension be gone. Another deep breath here. Feeling your belly expand, your middle, your upper torso. Pause. And then exhale. Yeah. Just let all the tension flow gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Life is but a dream, as the old song said. I invite you just to notice how you're breathing at this moment, whatever feels comfortable. Each breath bringing you in this very moment of now. Some of us might be recovering from a cold or an illness. Some of us might be moving. Some of us might have 3 finals tonight. Yeah, so we breathe, we slow it down, we listen. I invite you now to turn your focus inside, to listen. Listen to your breath, listen to your heart. Can you feel your heart beating? Can you feel the energy of your heart? Thank you. Another deep breath. And as you exhale, maybe gently open the eye. And just notice what you see, what you hear. You still listening inside, or do you hear more now on the outside? And now we become more aware. The awareness grows as every time we bring our attention to the sensation, of the air around our skin, or the sensation inside. How does it all feel? What are you going through right now? And can you take another deep breath and just come back home to the stillness inside? And for those that would like to continue to breathe in the alternate nostril breathing practice, please join me. If not, just take another slow, deep breath in and out, feeling the balance and of it all, balancing your nervous system, bringing it more into the parasympathetic nervous system response now. That's rest, repose, or as it's called sometimes, rest and digest. But for those that are into the alternate nostril breathing, bringing a little more balance, right brain, left brain, we're going to start breathing in on your left nostril. I'm going to do my left too. So closing the right, first 2 fingers resting on the third eye. Slowly we inhale into the left, calming, nurturing. Close left, open right, exhale. Breathing into the right, a little more energy, focus, close right, open left, exhale. And just 2 more rounds. You can go on your own or with my words. Inhaling into the left, close left, open right, exhale. Inhale into the right, a little more focus, more energy, close right, exhale. 1 more round. Breathing in, closing, opening right, exhale. Breathing into the right, close right, open left, exhale. You can continue if you wish, or just place the hands back down and breathe through both. You might have noticed one nostril is more dominant than the other. Remember, every 2 hours that changes. It's amazing what our bodies do for us. And I hope that that is brought forth in this semester too, just what miracles we all really are. So let's continue with tapping, just get that energy moving a bit. Tapping in the upper chest, right below your, the 2 little protrusions of your clavicle bone, and then right underneath that, kind of between the clavicle and your first rib, is K27, K26, a little bit there, very calming. Also, you can not only tap there, but also press in gently and circle. They're acupressure points for calming. So you can tap there a little bit. Are you still breathing? Okay. Or the middle chest, as we've mentioned before, this is the thymus gland, a little more oomph for your immune system. Yeah, can't go wrong with that. And spleen meridian, yeah, to feel, again, immune system. And on your right side is your liver. Chinese medicine says that the liver sometimes holds the emotion of fear. Spleen sometimes holds the emotion of worry. So here we are, we're tapping it away, we're moving the energy, the emotion, the feeling, let it move through you. And for your digestion, hopefully you just didn't eat a lot. So you're going to go up your right side, tapping, and across the transverse colon and down the descending colon. I'm going to do my ascending colon. So you're going in this way, do. And so go up your right side, going across and down. Your left side. I guess I could mimic that. I just want to tap going up your right side, tap, tap, tap across and down your left, because that is the motion in the direction of your colon. Yeah, you want to keep it going in that direction. Or you can just rub it. Yeah, just rub. Yeah. Just give it a nice massage. And then we can continue to tap our legs, lifting up, inner outer heel, your knee, front and back, and side to side, all the way up. Sometimes I just, again, I go transverse, and then I can go back to your other leg. Any leg of your choice, right or left, that would be, right? Yeah, as long as it's one of your legs, yeah. Tap, 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 say hello to your knee, hips, an outer hip, two, front of the hip. Oh, my chair is squeaking. And we're going to go back up to the upper chest, and then we're going to go down the inside of the arm and then up the back side. And do tap here, the upper upper shoulders here, but then a little bit more right here, the trapezius. There's a wonderful place that gets really tight all the time. This also helps a little more relaxation to get into this area. And then we're going to continue to tap, tap, tap inside of the arm and up the back side. And then we're going to rub here a little bit, give a little support here. Yeah, how is that? Does that feel a little tight, a little stringy? That might feel really good. And then just relax your palms down or up and breathe and just feel how that tapping can really stimulate more blood flow, more energy flow for your healing as well. Inhale and exhale now. Nice long torso, chin in for a neck rotation. And slowly bring the ear to the shoulder. Inhale, lifting up to the sky. Exhale, inhale, ear to shoulder. Exhale, chin in and down. Reversing. Inhale, ear to shoulder. Lifting on up. Ear to shoulder. Smooth. And all the way around. Chin in and down. And then the shoulders roll up to the ears. Inhale, exhale. Fingertips at the shoulders, elbows lead the way. Full arms to stretch high. Inhale, exhale, around. I think we have to reverse. Yeah, so squeeze on back, feel the shoulder blades together, ears up, shoulders up to the ears, and roll them forward. Fingertips up to shoulders, elbows reach way back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, feel the wings behind you. Reaching up tall, and now we're just going to reach up to your one side. Yeah, stretch down that hip, opposite line of energies. Yes, still going on. And then reaching up the other side, side to side. Lengthening. And then reaching up both, circling wrists like falling leaves. Oh, we get to release more of what we do not need. And sitting more maybe in the mid chair, we might bring then one thigh up, long spine, Shoulders relaxed, and a little circle around. I know if we didn't do this, you might miss it. I know, I heard you. Reversing slowly. Inhaling again up to the chest and exhale. A little more freedom in there. Excuse me. And then the other side. Feel the support on that standing leg. Long spine. Opening, circling. Bringing your attention right here, right now to your breath, to the movement, to the feel. Reversing slowly. Another deep breath. And then right up again to the chest and then down. Nice side stretch might feel good. A deeper side stretch. Yeah, we already kind of warmed it up, reaching to the sky. So crossing your hand over, inhale to lengthen high. Still keep that hip down as we reach way out and over to the other side. Looking on up or straight ahead. Are you breathing? Okay. Just checking. Feeling, maybe a little incline forward or back where you were. Reaching out to all your fingers. They have a different energy quality to them as well. Your thumb connecting to the energy of your spleen meridian. And also, sometimes, as I mentioned, spleen has the emotion of worry. So release that. Release the fear from the middle finger and the anger. The pointer finger is fear, middle finger of anger, ring finger of lung is connected to the lung energy. And that's, we want to release any negativity and of sadness or grief, let it move through you. And pinky finger of healthy discernment, not judgment, being critical. Comparing all it. No, we are accepting and being content. And as we breathe, and then slowly to rise above it all. Just that alone. And speaking of these fingers, before we do the other side, as I mentioned before in this semester, and also I think in your health toolbox, module 11 is the holding of each finger a few moments to bring more balance to the energy. Yes. So the worry turns into peace, and the fear turns into love and acceptance and trust. And so we're not comparing all the time, but we're content, and grief turns into stillness of love. So so you might check that out too. Are you ready for the other side? I bet you are. Inhale to lengthen tall. And exhale. So again, your hip is down, you're lengthening, shoulders, neck is free. So much more than just a side stretch, isn't it? Feel the groundedness of the hip down, or if you're in a chair, still feel that. Or if you're seated on the floor. Lengthening, softening, reaching out to all your fingers. Can you feel your exhale letting go of any resistance? Remember, what you resist persists. So we let go and we soften. We have trust that everything is okay. Lean forward or back where you were. And gently to rise above it all. Inhale, exhale. Little roll of shoulders back. And maybe a spinal twist here too, whether you're seated or on the floor or here. If you're on the floor, yes, you can cross your ankles or feet before you, or any other leg position for your seated spinal twists. So hand again on the outside of your knee or thigh. We're going to grow taller. Remember, more space allows more energy to flow and more twist to occur. Inhale, exhale as you pull the hip back, turning from the waist the chest, the shoulders, the neck, the head, reach way back. And then either hand down by your hip or hug the back of the chair, or wrapping it around the waist, palm open, reaching for your navel. Another few breaths here. Remember on the exhale to relax your shoulders. Maybe draw the navel in just a little bit more. Relax your jaw. Wringing out the tongue. And when about ready, we're going to reach that arm out across the horizon. Inhale, exhale on the return. We exhale into the twist and we exhale out of it. And other side. Deep breath before we take your other side. Ready to go. We inhale to grow taller. Oh, I think I just did. And exhale, pull the hip back. Waist turn. Chest, shoulders, neck, head, even your eyes. Looking at the corner. Remember our eye yoga. Reach to the back wall as my front elbow is kind of reaching to the front as my back arm is reaching to the back. A little more opposite line of energy there. Or maybe hug the back of the chair or hand down and by the chair or wrapping around the waist. See where it feels good. You might have to scooch a little bit on the mid chair. Nice deep breath here. Soften, exhale, twisting a little further. Relax the shoulders, the jaw. Exhale, draw the navel in. Feel all your internal organs nicely massaged. When about ready, we inhale, yep, arm reaching out. Exhale, hip, waist, shoulder, head returns. And a nice breath in between. Yeah, those breaths in between, side to side, I think are very important. And I think next semester I'd like to take more time before we just jumped right into the other side. Like, oh yeah, get that side done too. No, it's like, again, being here in the moment. That really affected me this morning. Can you tell that I wasn't even thinking? I was thinking about many other things, and I didn't even remember my hip felt, which I'd like to say sorry to. That's another thing toward the end of our semester. I've been encouraging you to, talk to your body, ask it what it needs. Yeah, what does your knee need to heal? Yeah, and to thank it and to just be with the body. We forget all that it does. And it's, again, truly a miracle. Yeah, so should we stand up? Okay, let's stand up slowly. If you were seated down, coming up slowly. I'm gonna move the chair for now. Yeah, standing tall once again, feeling the rootedness down through your legs, your feet, tailbone, your base of the spine, connecting to the earth. So then the crown reaches high to the sky. Just that alone. And this is something to practice anytime. You're washing the dishes, taking a walk to your car, down the street. Brushing your teeth. To feel, to be open. The energy flow. For it heals at the deeper level. And the more your awareness goes, that's what I was going to say. It goes to a deepest level. I think there's always another level. So palms facing upward. Very good for your digestion. Inhaling up to the chest and exhaling, soften the knees back down. Inhaling from the earth energy. Just let it float through you. Let it wash through you. Just like, again, that gentle flow of the stream. Water flowing. Remember the meditation we did as we put different, on the leaves, we put different things that might be causing us stress, and we would write them down and flow down the stream, float away all your tension. And then exhale, letting go. Bringing down the heavens, we get to stretch a little further, a little higher, and exhale, letting go a little more deeper. Once again, inhale to lift to the heavens. And exhale. Ah. Cleansing, yes, another level will be gone. Thank you. And yeah, let's open the feet a little wider. A nice little stretch of dragon swimming in the ocean, just to get a little more flexibility, longevity to our body, mind, and spirit. So palms unite, feet a little farther apart. And then we're going to push to one direction as we bend the other knee, looking over the shoulder if you're able. Inhale, center, push away, start to stretch that front arm. And side to side, you can take this at your own slow timing, breathing just normally, as Lee Holden suggests. You might look him up too in our Health Toolbox, Module 11. Smooth, bending one knee, stretching the other. You can go a little wider too for a little more stretch. Lengthening still, crown high, tailbone down. Feel how smooth this can be. Inhale, exhale, and gently, when ready, back to center. And feet about shoulders width apart. You might bring them in just for a little bit. Dragon swimming in the ocean. What about the bear swimming in the ocean? Yeah, so we're going to come forward and open wide, a nice breaststroke. And palms facing upward, bend the knees. Bear swimming in the ocean brings courage and confidence. Bears also know a lot about moderation, not to do too much, too little, just right. They take care of themselves. Some hibernate during the winter. We take care. So again, we inhale, exhale forward, inhale into the breaststroke. Yeah, you might even imagine, visualize, very important in our visualization, to, like you're swimming gently down the stream. They're swimming in the ocean, as you know, too, as I've mentioned, in our modules too, there's Yo-Chi. It's a combination of yoga and qigong. Go figure. Yeah. Another deep breath. Palms open. And let's just bring the palms back to center, into our center. And breathe. And just feel how those practices have made you feel inside. Bear swimming in the ocean, dragon swimming in the ocean, bringing down the heavens. Maybe a little more spinal wave. Yeah. So we've done this before. Just our hands are going to slide down toward knees as we arch. We inhale. We're arching the spine, leading with the heart. The exhale draws the navel in and round and on up. Inhale, reaching the lifting heart. Exhale, navel in, rolling on up. More times at your own timing. Inhale. Yeah, it's nice to rub the knees there. Exhale. Like breath, only standing. Inhale, arching, rounding. Exhale. Maybe one more time. Your spinal column, your back will love this. Rolling on up. And breathe. Spinal waves leads right into spinal cord breathing. A little more powerful, opening the heart and exhaling into your power, your strength, your confidence. So feet a little further apart, maybe shoulders width apart. Inhale, lift the heart, elbows reach up, lifting to the beautiful blue sky. The exhale brings the navel in a little deeper. Yeah, bending the knees, elbows in, loose fists coming in into your power. Exhale, inhale, open elbows, stretch the legs like, reaching like a star. You are shining brightly. Exhale, pull it all in. This is your power, your strength, your confidence. And then as you open out, you remain in your power, your confidence, even in kind of like a vulnerable position. It could be, yeah, but you're still in your power. Once again, exhale. Pull it all in. Spinal cord breathing. Open wide. Inhale. And let's exhale, just bringing the palms to your navel center, feet back, shoulders with hips width apart. And we breathe. For concentration, focus, palms facing upward. This goes side to side. We lift the palm upward, inhale, and then we trace the thumb right down the center. Something nice to do before finals, before studying, for focus, for mental clarity. Inhale, exhale. Right down what is called the governing meridian in Chinese medicine. Inhale. And exhale, bringing in more focus. Also just breathing in and out of the right nostril, yeah. Inhale. And exhale. Once more each way. Deep breath in. Exhale out through the mouth or out through the nose. And once again, inhale. And exhale. And just breathe. Another wonderful qigong practice is to stretch your lungs, a little more energy. Also lungs, sometimes, as you heard me say, hold the emotion of sadness, grief. So here, the backs of the hands will reach up. Well, they'll go, one will reach up, one will go down. And a nice inhale, flexing the heels of the hand, one up to the heavens, one down to the earth. Inhale, and then coming back to center, exhale. We'll shift to the other arm high, other arm down, heels of the hands. Inhale, and it continues. Exhale, bend the knees. Let's exhale. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, backs of the palms, backs of the hands here, and then heels of the hands. Okay, let's do this for real. Exhale, we're going to reach up high, inhale, and down low. Exhale, deep breath, and exhale. Take this at your own timing as well. Inhale, stretch the lungs. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time each way. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and back to center. Nice smooth breaths. Maybe a little more vigorous of breathing. Okay, psychocalisthenics. Again, I learned this many, many years ago. When I was in holistic health practitioner certification in massage therapy. It's just amazing. I don't see this anymore. I used to see it sometimes in the 70s and early 80s, people in Balboa Park. But psychocalisthenics, we've done just a few. Maybe we'll do a new one today. I don't know. We've done the circling of the wrists. If you remember, elbows drop. 6 sharp inhales in, and then reverse 6 sharp exhales out. So the navel goes exhale, 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 out through the mouth, right? In through the nose, 6 times, out through the mouth, in increments. So it's not a do, it's sniff, sniff, sniff. So you have to start sniffing low into the belly, really, and then build it all the way up 6 times, and then exhale in increments. I hope I explained that well. So drop the elbows, circling in like you're splashing water on your face. Ready to sniff in 6 times, and up. And exhale 6 times. Again. And yeah. If you become dizzy, stop, hang. Yeah, and just breathe normally. Remember, those exhales are increments. You don't inhale, exhale, exhale. So we're going to take that same breathing pattern with arms extended, open fingers, elbows slightly bent. We're going to circle in and then reverse the circle as we exhale 6 times, sharply out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Ready to circle with us. And up. And up. You're okay? One more time. And up. A well-deserved integration breath, I do believe. Integrating right side, left side, yin, yang, interlacing fingers. We inhale slowly all the way up, elbows bend, hands on the back of the head. The exhale out through the mouth slowly, slowly, slowly. Maybe take that once more. Inhale. Oh, do you notice how deeper your breath can be? Oh my gosh, I just noticed that. Exhale. Ever so slowly. We've done one more this semester. I'd like to review that and then maybe do a new one today. So feet, shoulders width apart. We did the pump. We inhale to the left. And then exhale, knees bend, elbows in, loose fist here. Spine ideally is parallel to the floor with a exhale. And it goes from side to side. Ready? Okay, let's stretch tall first. Deep sniff into the left. And to the right. And center. You are the pump. Your legs are pumping, legs into the earth and center. And rest. Again, if you're, I was getting a little dizzy myself. Yeah, to rest. And that's good to bring the head maybe even lower than the heart if you do get dizzy. A new one for today is actually called picking grapes, because you reach as if you're a little person and you're reaching high to pick the grapes. So this is also a little demanding for your breath control. It starts just a very simple fingertips at the shoulders, and we're going to swing down on the exhale. And then quick up, just pulse these shoulders back 4 times with a deep sniff in. Try not, you can, not to let the whole body wave here, but just open shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. And then you reach up to the left. This is 4, you do 4 more. So it's 8 inhales all in a row. And then you reach up. Now, as you reach up, your opposite hip lifts. You're going to reach up to the left. Your right hip lifts. Your heel is off. And then it goes side to side. You might just do this slowly at first to get that oppositional line going here. Opposite hip lifts as you reach up to the other side. Yeah. Does that feel good? It does feel good to do it slowly, but in this particular fashion, it's rather quick. So you do it 4 times, left, right, deep sniffing. And then we start all over again, fingertips at the shoulders. So we're going to mark this through once all together. Okay, ready? Just mark it through. So yeah, we're going to exhale, swinging down. Your inhale sharply 4 times. And another 4 times, reaching left, right. So it's kind of like you're doing a little do with the hips, sniffing 4 times, and then it starts all over again. Ready for real? Okay, here we go. Fingertips at the shoulders. Ready to sniff in and blow it all out. Exhale, coming right up with a 3, 4, and reach. Exhale, and again, sniffing in, shoulders, 2, 3, 4, and reach, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Exhale, and 2, 3, 4, and reach, and rest. I would say integration breath. How does that feel? And then, and if we did this for real, we would do that 3 more times. So another introduction to psychocalisthenics. Inhale, slowly, slowly, slowly feel the integration of breath and movement as one that our yoga practice teaches us. Exhale. That feel good? And yeah, since we're coming forward, let's have a nice knocking at life's door, Tai Chi, sway, as I call it sometimes, knocking at life's door. So yeah, feet maybe your shoulders width apart. Yeah, and just go gently at first. We did take a twisting motion on the chair, so that will warm us up here. Remember, you wrap and tap. The tapping is important as well. You can look back over the shoulder if that feels good. Just feel the freedom. Breathing slow and deep. Whoa, my arms got longer. I have to step forward. Yeah, nice deep breath here. You can, as we have done before, you can bend the knee and straighten the other one as you twist. Bend and straighten if that feels good. If not, just go back to where we were. We also had a variation of tapping the upper lung that we just stretched too in qigong, stretching the upper lung. Nice deep breaths. Whether you're bending or straightening the limbs or keeping them at equal. Tapping, wrapping, tapping and wrapping. And back to center. You might just have the practice of bamboo in the wind. Close your eye and breathe and just notice if your body starts swaying. It may not. Just notice and just let it sway if it does. Your body is so intelligent, it will hang on to your inner muscles so you do not fall. But feel the breath ever so gently. Another deep breath here. And gently open your eye. How does that feel? It's interesting, a little more energized but in a relaxed sort of way. Yeah, so still feeling centered, breathing, mind, body, spirit, all bringing into balance with the breath. Yeah, the breath is the link between them all. So thinking of a more balance, yeah, we've done a number of things to balance, right hemisphere, left hemisphere, parasympathetic nervous system to bring it into balance so the sympathetic nervous system isn't going crazy. So another thing in energy medicine, Donna Eden, also module 11, is just crossing over from the shoulder down to your opposite hip. Just like a little just motion, just brushing down. And then we'll do the other side, of course. Yeah, a number of times. Donna Eden is amazing in which system energy medicine she has developed, also very working with Chinese medicine. And she is a seer of energy. Yeah. And then the other side, just a crisscross from one side to the other. So it's kind of like crawling, that it helps the brain as well. Opposite arm and leg, when you walk down the street, let your arms swing, for that also helps right hemisphere, left hemisphere to be more in balance. And we've done this before too, right? Yeah, let's do this right now. And this is also a very important thing, just to keep your mind alert and awake. Right hemisphere, left hemisphere. Yeah, sometimes there's a lot of confusion there. So this also helps for clarity as well. Isn't this fun? And of course, our bounce. Oh, how do we forget our bouncing? Yeah. So this also helps your immune system, helps to ground if you're feeling a little scattered and, oh my God, what am I doing? Okay, I'm bouncing. Earthing, yeah. Take that walk around the block. Maybe if you live near a park or the canyon of sorts or something, or just walk and just, yeah, just feel the energy of the earth. And even if you can't go outside for some reason, or and yeah, whatever, you can still visualize. Your visualization is so powerful. I think I told you a story of my craniosacral teacher. Her visualizations are so clear that it was amazing. She was working on my cranium, and she mentioned to focus in on my thymus gland, and not my thymus gland, my hypothalamus in the brain. And I thought I was, and you know what she said? No, Colette, not there. A little to your left. I'm going, what? She, yeah, yeah, Dottie Post, amazing. Feature awareness, a feeling, seeing of energy. Not only her energy or energy around, but another person's energy of thought, visualization. So on that note, let's down to our feet, shall we? If you do have your foot reflexology map with you or on your phone, or you printed it out, or looking at the module 10, yeah, I think it's time. And also, remember, this is not to learn about technique of the massage of the foot reflexology. It's just to notice, oh yeah, maybe if my shoulder is hurting, maybe I should rub just below my pinky toe. Maybe that might help. Or my back. Oh yeah, maybe I'll just rub here. Or maybe I would love you to, yeah, do this every day for at least a week or two and let me know how you feel. It's amazing. Just little self-help things. And also remember, reflexology, or maybe you do know or don't know, is also mapped out in your hand. Their whole body is mapped out on your hand as well. Now, your hand reflexology is a little easier to get to as well. I just think, as you know, the feet are so important, connecting to the earth. The hand reflexology. And for those that may or may not know, it's very similar also to the foot map of the foot too, how the hand is just easier to get to. So let's just do, I'm gonna let you get ready to maybe get your feet out or whatever. I think I'm probably will sit on the floor for the foot, but and my map is right there. Just a few moments of hands. Okay. In the center of your hand right there, and actually an acupuncture point, an acupressure point, because we're just using pressure, we're not using needles, but you can stimulate this for calming. Yeah, in the center of your hand. And you can hold a few moments, a few breaths, maybe a little circling around. If you're circling usually with your right thumb, you'd circle clockwise. If you're using your left thumb, you'd circle counterclockwise. That's a very calming place. Also reflexology, a lot of your internal organs are here. Yeah. This is a very common acupressure point. There's a V kind of between your pointer finger and thumb right there. And if you do massage, it's more or less toward your pointer finger, right at that center there, that webbing. Very good for, of course, your health, but headaches. It's also good for relieving pain in general, and also for your immune system. So yeah, that's what's wonderful about a lot of acupressure points. It's just not one thing. Yeah. And of course, maybe 10 circles, 10 to 20 circles. I would do your other hand if you are doing this now. Yeah, very good. I think it's advertised sometimes in magazines as your headache point. Yeah. And just like your arch, as we'll soon look at our map, yes, of our foot for your spine. So is the outer, actually here, your thumb, your base of your thumb is your lower back, and you can massage. I just use this little, like a walking of the thumb, all the way on the, kind of like the outside of the thumb, or a little bit more on the inside. And you would go all the way, yeah, your neck is right there, between the first two joints. And actually that's the toe too, the first two joints here, that corresponds to your neck. So if you have any neck issues, a massage here. Or again, we'll get to the feet soon enough, but massaging here sometimes is a little easier to do if you're out and about, or even walking down the street. I've done that before, massaging my hands. Absolutely, the outside edge of your thumb corresponds again to your spine, lower back, neck. So that's very good. And speaking of lower back, also just below the wrist, here more on the front of the palm, you can a little rub there for lower back and hip. And then on your pinky side, it's below the wrist joint, you can rub there, that's lower back and knee. Hip and knee, lower back, thumb. That's kind of very close to the lower back of the outside of the thumb too. Lower back and hip and knee toward the pinky side. So just, lower back, more lower back stuff, yay. Hip, yes, knee, yes. And do I do this every day? Yes, I do this every day. I really do. I think it's helping. And I don't want to stop. So again, your wonderful hands, so much of healing here, or just holding the thumb to release, again, worry or fear or anger or grief, or again, judging and comparing all the time. Being bringing satisfaction and being contentment. Amazing. Okay, feet. Finally, yes. So, should we do the right foot first or the left foot first? I would say the left foot, because in energetically speaking wise, they say the left side is more receptive, and then the right side will receive more easily. Left side, have you ever gotten a massage? Sometimes the therapist will start on the left side of your back, not the right side. Or they might do, an reflexology thing at first and then concentrate on one side and then on the other, but usually it's the left side first. Let me know. Okay, left foot, here we go. Oh my gosh, where do we start? Well, you know what? We might just start at the tips of the toes. Some of you have colds, I know, and sinus problems. So look at this, the tips of the toes. There are our sinuses right there. Amazing. Now the left foot also has the heart, and the left is the descending colon. The heart underneath the little pinky toe. This is your left foot, right? My right, and then notice that there's the descending colon, and you would massage down. So actually, on the left foot, let's start at the toes again. We'll have a little bit of a format here. So let's start at the. I don't think you have to see my foot though, do you? I don't think so. But you might just pinch a little and rub the toes. Oh, and look, and then the big toe. There's the pituitary gland, the master gland of your whole body. Third eye, pituitary gland, right there. That's amazing. Maybe I will sit on the chair a little bit. And if some of you have issues of your throat, your tonsils, or the back of the head, look, it's right there, right there, right there. I'm sorry, I usually just sit on the floor. Amazing. And shoulder issues underneath the pinky toe. Oh yeah, a little rub there. I don't know, stomach issues. Yeah, the big toe. Solar plexus right there in the right underneath the ball of the foot. And this is also an acupressure point, general wellness. Oh, how do you not rub there? Solar plexus as well. I wonder if that really corresponds to your solar plexus chakra. In the shoulders. Left foot. Oh, don't forget your heart. Underneath the shoulders, right there. Kidneys. Oh, and then if you do have the descending colon, remember to go down in any kind of rubbing motion. We're just rubbing. You can use your thumb, or you can, use fingers, maybe even knuckles. Where's that tennis ball? You can roll the tennis ball underneath your foot too. So yeah, and the heel actually is very important. Anybody has ever had plantar fasciitis or anything, or heel pain? Yeah, I would just do a little rub around the heel as well. And then of course your arch. You want to start at the neck, your arch, your neck right here between the two big toe joints, between the joints of your big toe. Yeah, rub here for your neck, upper back, middle back. Yeah, you can use fingers, you can use your thumb, circling around. Ooh, and then I would just say get all in there. Get it all in there, but make sure you go down on the descending colon. Yeah, toward the heel. Yeah, so get in there and look at the map and see, well, where else might I don't know if you have any issues with your body, you can just rub there. If you have no issues at all, then just enjoy the niceness. Oh my gosh, maybe treat yourself to a nice massage as well. Yes, that would be lovely. Now, on the top of the foot too, we have your hip here and your lower back. Lower back, ooh, again, a nice time to get the lower back massage. Oh, on the top of the foot too, second and third toe, we have lymphatic drainage point, very good for your immune system. So you can rub there. And again, around below the ankle, yeah, and around. Look at we have to look at the other page if you're not understanding what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like the outside edge of the foot, hip and lower back. Hip and lower back. Thank you. And any other hip issues, maybe the back of the ankle joint, a little rub. Ooh, something might be sensitive there too. If it's sensitive, that's probably needs it, but go gently. Yeah, especially acupuncture points. Sometimes if they're congested, they might feel a little sensitive. So that means you probably need it. Yeah. So any other little rub for there? Yeah, and just feel the foot, feel your feet. Oh, you might feel a difference. I feel a difference in my hand too. Shake your hands, shake your feet. Feels a little larger to me, maybe a little warmer. Okay, right foot, here you go. So in the right foot, again, you might just start again up at the sinuses, in the backs of the toes, in the backs of the toes. Your left foot, yeah, remember, again, there's throat, tonsils, even your eyes, right there. Yeah, in the back of your head, yay. Remember your general wellness point, the solar plexus. Now on your right foot too, we don't have the heart, but we do have the liver and the gallbladder on your right foot. So looking at your right foot. Liver, gallbladder. Below where the pinky toe, there's the shoulder, and then yes, liver, gallbladder. And then a little lower is the transverse colon on your right foot. Oh, I'm sorry, right foot, yes. The transverse colon, yes. And then there's the ascending colon. So you would massage up on the ascending colon, transverse. Yeah. We already did the descending on the left. I'm getting my rights and lefts all mixed up. I'm trying to, image what you're going through. So yes, your right foot, make sure you get your liver, your gallbladder, liver, gallbladder. Yes, purifying your blood. Oh my gosh, amazing. Maybe, the on your right foot, the ascending colon. And again, you see here, ooh, I didn't mention on your first side, but I did mention the hip area, but I didn't mention the knee. The knee, get the knee as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, get all in there. Massaging all your internal organs. Maybe around the heel here too. Yeah, see if anything's sensitive in there. And the top of your foot, remember this wonderful place here. I think it's called the liver point too, between the big toe and second toe. Or maybe I didn't mention this on the upper foot. But this is also very good for any pain. Yeah, this helps to bring more balance again to your system in your lymphatic drainage, second and third toe. For me, that's quite sensitive. Maybe I need to my lymph drained, but that also helps flush and gets your immune system in functioning more properly. And anywhere else that you look up at your right foot and see where else. How are your shoulders and arm joints in general? Maybe go back underneath that pinky toe. Oh, don't forget your arch. Make sure whether you want to start at the neck, right there, between the two toe joints, the big two. What do I have? Your big toe, two toe joints between them. Right there. This is your right foot, and then work your fingers down to the whole arch. And again, anything on the top of the foot, do you see? I mentioned, yes, the hip around the outside of your ankle, and I've mentioned the hip in the lower back, the edge here up to the top and then down to the edge in your knee a little further down. Yes, and if you're pregnant, maybe not to rub the inner or outer heel, or maybe up a little higher here. Wow, amazing, all that can be done just on your feet alone. I encourage you to spend a little more time on your feet. This is just an introduction to it all. But as you relax your hand, relax your feet, or give it that other little rub. It's just amazing. I know some of us might have had a full hour of foot massage. Treating yourself. I've only had one. I think I might treat myself to another one soon. Thank you. So let's come down to the ground, shall we? And just sort of shake it all about here, lying down. Come on back down to the ground. And we're gonna, arms and legs. Yes, and shake it all about. I know sometimes maybe if you're not used to massaging, Oh, speaking of, outside of your knee right here, about 4 fingers width below the kneecap. This is stomach 36. This is a great point to stimulate, to rub, to rub, to rub, to rub, to rub. And if you didn't massage your foot for your eye, speaking of eyes, you can just, around the eye socket, you can just press a little rub. Yeah, a little rub above and then around a little below, a little pressure there. And just for sinuses in general, from the midpoint of your lower eye and then down to your cheekbone. Ooh, there's might be a sensitive place. Ooh, sensitive place right there. I have to delete my burp. I'm sorry. I know, I'm human. Oh my gosh. Oh, right there. Is that sensitive? I don't know. For me, it is. For some reason, I don't think I have sinus issues, but for some reason, it's sensitive. I'm going to hold. So you can go around your eyes. It's very, the skin is very thin here. So do just circle around the eyes, but it might open up. Open up, but yet be more calm. So if you're lying down, just place one hand upon the forehead and one hand behind your head, the occipital point, and just hold. This is a energy medicine practice for bringing more calm and peace. And breathe. Sometimes when we're under stress, our hand just naturally goes to our head. You do that naturally, don't you? Yeah. And breathe. And while lying down, yeah, you can just any little wiggle room, maybe a little baby bridge. Taking a wonderful deep breath in, sending down to your feet. Do they feel warmer? Do they feel more energized? Relaxing them, relaxing your ankles, your calves, your shins, your knees, your right knee, your left knee. Your thighs, just letting go, no place to go, nothing to do. Let your hips be free and the energy flowing through both legs, out through the toes like ribbons of light. Relax the pelvis. The lower back, middle back, upper back, breathing with ease now. Relax your abdomen, internal organs, breathing, rib cage expanding in all directions, breathing into your heart. Feel the peace, the calm. Relax your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, your fingers. Yeah, your hand might need a little more relaxation. Yeah, maybe stretch and close and stretch and open them. Your neck is now free. Head resting upon the earth. You relax your face, your eyes, your cheeks, your nose, your ears, inside the ears, relaxing your brain. And truly every cell from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head, softening away the tension, bringing in a deeper sense of health and well-being. As you continue to breathe slow and deep, and if you will, to take a little journey now, as I invite you to go on this journey from the Toltec way, the journey to bring you back home. So I invite you, if you will, to imagine before you a path. And this path is beckoning you to follow it. It's like a soft dirt path. On either side of it, there's grass. And you start to walk upon this beautiful path. And you notice then the grass gets taller as you go about the corner of this path, this curve actually of this path. And the flowers are blooming. There's blue flowers and yellow flowers. and you can smell the aroma of this beautiful path and the flowers the path is calling you. And you look up at the beautiful blue sky and you notice a hawk is circling above you, kind of guiding you along this beautiful winding. And you can breathe in and you smell the beautiful aroma of these flowers and the grass and the trees. And the beautiful blue sky, and you notice the sun is shining so gently and warming upon your shoulders, but there's a cool breeze upon your cheeks. Yeah, and you just continue to walk, and you notice the path goes down into a valley, and then you come across a grove of ancient pine trees. These pine trees are huge. They're lifting up to the beautiful blue sky. They just go forever. And you notice the hawk is flying over you, and the hawk is stopping at the edge of this beautiful forest, beckoning you to walk in. And so you do. You walk into this beautiful pine forest, and you notice the pine needles on the floor have been probably dropping for hundreds of years. And you look up and you see the glistening sun upon the pine needles. Yeah, they're just glistening. And you continue to walk deeper into this forest, and you notice there's a clearing in the forest. And at the edge of a clearing is this elder that walks or glides to you. He is dressed in long purple robes, and his eyes are smiling. His energy is loving, and he's looking at you with a smile, and all he says with his hands folded at his heart, I am so honored to be in your presence. And he bows, and you bow to him, and before you can say anything, he floats back to the edge of the forest. But then another elder comes, a woman of many years, dressed in long purple robes, and you notice and you feel this sense of love and appreciation that's overwhelming. You've never felt this loved before. And she comes to you smiling. Her eyes are glistening with love. Her smile is glistening with love and passion. And she places her hands upon her heart and she bows, stating to you, I am so honored to be in your presence. And again, before you can say anything, she glides back into the edge of the forest, and you're there, your hands upon your heart, and you feel that you are brought here to remind you that you are not only loved so deeply, but you are this love. And you smile, you feel the warmth, you feel the oneness with all there is. And it's time to leave the forest, but you can go back there anytime if you ever forget that you are this love. So you walk out of the forest and gently you look up and there's the hawk, but you just don't see the hawk. You are the hawk. You have that awareness. You have that perspective. You are one. And you continue to walk and you feel the breeze upon your cheeks, but you notice you just don't feel the breeze. You are the breeze. You are the breeze. And then you feel the sun, upon your shoulders, and you feel, okay, I just don't feel the sun. You are the warmth of the sun. And you continue to walk upon this path. As you're beckoned now to come back to the room, come back to your space. But do remember, you are this love. You are one with all there is. And with a smile, you remember the smile of the elders and their beautiful glistening eyes of love. And you are this love. And we breathe. We remember in this very moment, we are this love. And I invite you to feel at the cellular level the peace, the calm. And allow your body, your mind, your spirit to remember this way of being in this world. And gently, we awaken into this very special moment with a little wiggle of fingers and toes, circling wrist and ankle, a nice yawn, stretching arms and legs. Yeah, a little roll to one side or the other, coming to your seated posture for one more breath. Yes, one more breath all together for this semester. Hope to see you again, of course. So yes, one more breath all together, tailbone rooted to the earth, crown of the head high to the sky. We inhale to scoop the energy from the earth and around us and above us in perfect harmony. We exhale, we bring it all back home to our open, loving hearts. I wish the best for you all. Continue the practice, continue your awareness, your mindfulness, your beautiful selves. So your light shines. I see it now. I feel it, and shines upon the earth as you then make the difference. You're already making a difference in people's lives. You already are making the world a better, more peaceful, loving place. I thank you. Take care, be well, and namaste. Thank you all. I was going to say proud of you all, I guess, but I'm just so glad that you decided to join us this semester. And I hope to see you again. Take care and namaste.